everyone, we have been talking a lot about unity, and I believe that everyone is doing great this afternoon, because for sure we are trying as much as possible to be wonderful on the set of Midi Life. So we are hoping that we are going to transfer the positive energy to you all watching the program. Now let's go back to unity. Yes, unity, togetherness, but have you ever stopped for a moment and thought about the fact that social media is able to bring us together? Yeah. When we talk about social media, we're talking about technology, and technology is very, very capable of bringing us together. Our guest of today, I'll call him a computer geek. Yes, his name is Mambe Churchill, and he's going to be telling us about how he got into technology and how he was able to create 3 companies. When I think about the 3 companies and think about what is worth, I'm happy that I have him as a guest. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the program Midi Life. As usual, it starts at 12:30 from Monday to Friday, and we are going to be talking computers, technology, and all how it has made life so much easier for all of us. So let's find out more about us. Okay, it's time for us to check out what is happening in the kitchen, or what's going to be happening in the kitchen. Et Florence Andela est là comme d'hab pour nous suggérer. Ah, je vois du vin. Est-ce que je peux commencer à boire?
Après le repas.
Salut Florence.
Salut Gwen.
Ah, comment te portes-tu?
Très bien. Et vous-même?
Non, ça va, merci beaucoup. Ouais. Qu'est-ce qu'on va manger? Qu'est-ce qu'on va proposer à notre invité et surtout à notre artiste?
Oui, évidemment. C'est du bœuf bourguignon avec son riz.
Ok.
Donc, pour réaliser le bœuf bourguignon, on a besoin du bœuf, de la carotte, l'ail, le champignon de Paris, du vin, un peu de farine, oignon et du riz comme accompagnement.
Wow. Et comme d'habitude, je pense que tous les hommes aiment du riz, non? Je pense la majorité quand même. Je ne sais pas si Churchill est parmi, mais j'imagine qu'il est parmi. Hello Churchill.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm good.
What did you think before entering?
I was just
trying to be Churchill. Okay, either ways, you do eat rice, right?
Yeah, rice is cool.
Do you love it, or you just eat it?
When I was a kid, rice and stew was Christmas meal.
Very plentiful.
We always waited for it. Yeah. On Christmas, they were going to eat rice and stew. Yeah, that's in the Buyam.
Ah, I can imagine. Yeah, in the village, right?
I like rice and stew, yeah.
So everybody's okay. So maybe we're not going to have rice and stew, but I believe it's something that you're going to love, because you eat beef and you drink wine. So when they mix it, I think it's going to give something.
Yeah, a lot of people like drinking.
Talking about Oroko, we are going to talk much about you guys, the Oroko people, and those from Dikume Balwe this afternoon. But first, you are an artist.
Yeah, I love music.
Yeah, you are an artist. So you're certainly going to love what Jolene is going to be proposing. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, just to mention that this afternoon is going to be all a cappella. Yeah. Jolene said, why get an instrument when I have the voice? I've been blessed with all it takes and more to be able to wow Cameroonians. Jolene, am I correct or correct?
Oh, you're correct.
Okay, so let's hear you wow us this afternoon. Go right ahead.
We're going to be singing about Jesus' love this afternoon. His love that covers us even in our deepest iniquities.
That is it. Thank you, girl.
You looked past my sin, my guilt, my shame, and poured your love. You looked beyond me, oh. You looked beyond me, oh. You looked past my sin, my guilt, my shame, and poured your love, oh God. You looked beyond me, oh. You look beyond me, oh. And I'm the little girl, the lost sheep, lost in sin and filth, unworthy, yet you poured your love. You poured your love on me. I was naked and cold, I I needed a covering fashioned to his taste, and he has washed me in his righteousness alone. You looked past my sin, my shame, and my guilt. You poured your love. You looked beyond me, oh. You looked beyond me, oh. You saw my shame and my flaws, yet you poured your love on me, God. You looked beyond me, oh. You look beyond me, oh. And I'll sing this song like I'm the one that you have shown mercy. You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy. In my deepest darkness, I'm the one that you have shown mercy, God. You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy. Hey, hey, I'm the one that you have shown mercy. You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy. And I'm so grateful, yes, I'm the one who benefits of your mercy. You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy.
Oh, thank you so
Hallelujah.
much. Thank you so much, Jolene. You know, when I watched you, when I looked at you while you were singing, I felt like you were having a conversation with God.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Father, this is your daughter, and she is telling you exactly what has been happening to her.
Exactly. That's it.
So what usually goes through your mind when you sing?
I think about where he took me from.
Okay.
I think about the filth I was in before,
Okay.
the mess, and he took me out of it
Wow.
and washed me clean, and I'm what I am today.
Your voice and your facial expression tells it all. Like, even without you telling us about the story of your life, we begin to understand that something happened and you met God somewhere and your life was transformed.
Yes, it's my testimony.
Anyways, if there is one person whose life was transformed, not just by technology, but also by living Dikome Balue. Churchill, yes, I know you're a proud man from Dikome Balue.
Of course.
A proud Oroko man. I'm very aware of that.
100%.
But before we start talking about what you've been able to do in the field or the domain of technology, let me first of all find out from you, how has it been having a great time in Yaoundé? Because I know you're not based here. You just came here for one thing or another.
Yeah, only has been great. The weather is cool. The weather is similar to Buyam. It's not as hot as Douala, so it's fine.
Yes.
But there's too much signals. The bikes, the taxis, driving around. It gets very draining.
You know, the bigger the town, the more the traffic and the more the
traffic, and then
so.
a bike will catch you, a taxi will catch you there, and you're just
It's so difficult to drive here, right?
Yeah, it's very hard.
Ashia, Papa, you're going to be fine.
Oh, I'll be leaving soon.
Yeah, but we are happy that you came to Yaoundé because that's how we could shop you out of the mini to come on the program today. So let's talk about this young guy, who is from Dikome Balue, but who was born in Manyemene.
Signed from Dikome Balue.
So tell us about your childhood. How was it like, and family? Tell us about family.
So my dad was living in Douala. My mom was working in Manyemene when I was born. Manyemene towards your area. Yeah. So I was born in Manyemene. I did my nursery school and primary school, like the class 1 in Manyemene. Then mom was transferred to Dikome Balue. So by the time I was going to class 2, I went to Dikome Balue. I attended class 2 in the village with my grandmom and my mom. And then after that, my mom came and picked me up and said, hey, you need to leave Dikome Balue because you need to come to the city. Come to Douala so that you can learn French, so that you can watch TV, you can be exposed to electricity. Yeah, so that you can connect to the real world.
But you do have electricity now there, right?
No.
Dikome,
No.
Okay, Dikome still doesn't have electricity.
No, it's just thermal power plants and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I first of all refused. I no, I want to stay in the village with my friends so that we can go and ramba mafata, like traps, set traps. We call it ramba mafata. We can, after school, or we can skip school and go and set traps to catch hunt birds or things like that. Or
what about snails?
No, well, it's there we either hunt animals or birds, and yeah, you set a box trap or something.
Yeah.
So I love the life, and then grandma was always giving me a lot of food. So, and my dad says I should go to Douala. Tell him that no, I'm not going. But he succeeded. I mean, he's an engineer.
You're just a kid, by the way. So
he had to convince me. So he convinced me that no, you will learn French. You will get to see television. You see many cars, because in the village you will see a car like once a week.
That I can imagine.
Yeah, and you, in essence, what Dad was trying to say was, you'll be exposed to the new world and you'll learn better. You'll be smarter. Because so, well, he convinced me, I accepted. So for class 3, I moved to Douala. We're living in Bonaberi, Ancien Route, and I was going to GBPS Sodico in Bonaberi. Yeah, GBPS Sodico, I know if you know the car park in Bonaberi, where they take buses, there is this water tower.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my school is just
what
there.
they call chateau.
Yeah, the chateau. So my school was the chateau school. They call public chateau. That's how they used to call it back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did class 3 there, class 4, class 5. In class 6, the first term, then we're still 7 classes.
Yeah.
So in class 6, first term, my teacher said, your results show that you shouldn't waste the year in class 6. So they took 3 of us, they sent us to class 7. So second term we're in class 7. So you just go and write the common entrance. So I wrote common entrance, I was saying class 6, but I went to class 7 to write. After that, I told Dad, okay, enough of Douala. I'm not more interested in Douala. I've learned the French.
Okay.
I've watched the TV. I've seen the cars.
You want to go back to the village?
I need to go back and be with Mom. Yeah, and it happened that Mom was supposed to go to school. So Mom shipped me to her sister in Ikondo Titi, which was a blessing. So I went to GHS Ikondo Titi.
Yeah.
I studied there for a year. I think I was lucky to be amongst the best students in my class. Yeah. And then my aunt and her husband, they got transferred to Mundimba.
Hi, Jesus.
So from 2, I was
we are only talking about Churchill from primary school to secondary school from 2, and he has moved from Mayemen to Dikome to Douala to Ikondo Titi to Mundemba, Papa. It didn't cost. No, I know we are talking about education here, and these movements might just have disturbed you in one way or the other, but it seems like it didn't have any effect on you, any negative effect on you.
Oh yeah, maybe it had psychological negative effects on me.
Okay.
In other ways, but if it comes to my education and my intellect, it helped me a lot. As I was saying, even when I moved to Mundimba, I was still among the best students. And the luck I had too was that this is my area. I'm from Dian, so most people grow up not knowing their area. So I spent a year in Ikondo Titi, so I know the Barondo culture, I know the area. I spent a year in Mundimba. I also know the culture now from the Ngolo people and everything. And it helped broaden my cultural connect. I connected more with my culture. Yeah.
Very important.
From there, I think Mom came back and then she shipped me now from Mundimba to PHS Kumba. Yeah. So then movement stopped.
Yeah, at least you were able to study there for a couple of years until you had your A levels.
Yeah.
Now what happened? Because after your A levels you decided that you were going to study online, and we are talking about programming, computer sciences and business. So why did you decide to continue or carry on with studies online?
Well, I saw that the world was moving more towards technology, because when I was in Form 5 lower seat, that's when the telcos just came. Telecommunication, mobile phones and all that was all over the place. So I felt maybe I should get into this field. This is where the future, and I used to like reading a lot, so I was going to a library reading some magazines and stuff on business in Africa and telecoms in West Africa. And then the internet too was booming. And I like computers and the internet. So
and you needed to go to the cyber cafe.
I needed to go to the cyber cafe. Yeah. And so after I left Kumba, I decided, okay, I'll spend a year just to be. First, I need to be around my friends. They all moved to UB, so I need to be around them. So I moved to Buyam, but I didn't want to go to university because I felt I might do maths, physics, or any of those, biochemistry, and then most of the people I saw doing that ended up teaching. So I was like, I don't want to teach, I want to get into the future, which is tech.
Yeah.
And I decided to spend a year just being in Buyam with my friends, and then when they go to school, I go to the cyber.
Okay.
And at the cyber now, I started asking myself, how did they build these websites? Then it was Yahoo Messenger, Yahoo Mail.
Yeah.
Like, how did they build it? So I started researching, how did they build this? How does it work? How does it? Then I got acquainted to programming. I got connected to some online forums. I was reading tutorials and practicing in the cyber cafes. And yeah, that's how I got my start in computer programming.
Okay, now we are talking about technology. At that time, it was not very common, but nowadays, especially with COVID-19 and all, you have many people studying online and having their certificates. But was it your case at the time? I mean, having to study online and given or handed a certificate at the end of the day, or it was just the know-how you were able to get online?
Initially, it was just me being inquisitive.
Okay.
Trying to understand how this technology works. But later, at some point, let's say after the first year of learning, like after A-levels, I spent 1 year in Buyam, just spending time in cyber cafes. After that year, there's a school called Tech Institute of Technology.
Yeah.
They recruited me to teach computer hardware and software.
Wow.
So then I was 18, 2019. So as I was teaching, I realized, okay, I needed to go further. So while studying, I decided to take some online certification.
Okay.
Because I was still in the concept that, hey, I need to use this and get a job. But after I took the certifications and I taught in Tech for 2 years, I rather felt like I needed to start my own company.
Okay, talking about starting your own company, ladies and gentlemen, he has been able not just to start a company, but we're talking about 3 companies today. Like, let's say, how many is after from 2006 to 2022? We are talking roughly, let me say 15 years or thereabout, 15 to 16 years.
16.
Okay, we are going to listen to Jolene once again, her a cappella voice, her angelic voice, I would say. And after that, let's find out from Churchill how he got to create these different companies.
You are who you are, yesterday, today and forevermore. What you say is what you do. Oh Lord, you never fail, you never change. You are faithful till the end. Faithful God, I worship you. I worship you. You're too faithful to fail me. Oh, you're too faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful, God. You're too faithful to fail me. In my unfaithfulness, you are faithful. You're too faithful to disappoint me. Oh, you've proven yourself in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. And Lord, you are too consistent to leave me. Oh, you are too consistent to leave me halfway. Oh, what you start, you always finish. Lord, I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. In my unfaithfulness, you are faithful. Oh, in my consistencies, you are consistent. You are too faithful, too faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and it's sure I realize that you're too faithful to fail me.
Thank Thank you so very much, Jolene. Thank you. God is sure faithful. Churchill, do you sing? I know you play the piano, but do you sing?
Well, I sing when I'm playing my piano in my piano room.
So you cannot try what Jolene just did?
Oh, no, please don't. You don't want your viewers to run away.
But you sing with your computer and all, so it's...
well, you can say that. Yeah, at least I express myself on my computer.
Yes,
yeah.
so that's just like, should I say your soulmate?
No. If you say that, then some people might be very angry with you. So
oh, really? Some people, not someone, but some people.
Potential people, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're in the market. That's another way of telling us that you're in the market.
No.
Okay, you're not in the market.
I'm still with the computer. Yeah.
Joshi, you're trying to play fast one on me there, but it's okay. It's okay. So now let's talk about you. After you started teaching, I think you taught from 2004 to 2006,
yeah.
And then in 2006 you decided to create your first company. We're talking about Vision Group Vision Group Limited. So tell us about this company of
yours.
yours.
So while I was teaching in Trustec,
yeah.
A lot of people will come and meet me and say, hey Church, can you build me this website? And I'm like, okay, you can pay me 20K for that. You can pay me 50K for that. You can pay me 80K, 80,000 francs for that. I mean, I was a young guy. If you build a website with somebody 2 days and you make 80,000 francs,
that was a lot of money.
That was cool, yeah. So after I left Trustec, I was getting a job in Douala because I was still in the mindset of getting the job. And then one of my mentors, Mr. Martin Fusong, used to own Real Photo in Buyam. I don't know if you remember Real Photo. Real Photo Inc. You know,
yes.
Real Photo, people would go and work on their pictures there.
And transfer.
They finally went there.
No, you didn't see me there. I just know about the place. You didn't see me there.
Yeah. So he called me because I built the software for him. So when I was leaving, I was like, "Pa, I'm going to Douala for a job." He sat me down and said, Church, why do you want to go and work for someone? Yeah, they'll pay you good. 250,000 was good pay. And I was 20. And he said, why do you want to go and work for someone when you could be creating jobs for others?
That's it.
I was like, how? He said, no, just stay here. Besides, you make 250,000 in Douala. Just your house
rent,
your transportation. Then to be healthy, you need to buy water all the time. You need to live healthy. You'll not earn much. So why would you want to do that? He said he tried it himself. So he is now in the US. He's no more in Buyam. He won the GV lottery. But he's the guy that told me, stay here and create jobs for others.
That is it.
So and then I remembered that, okay, people always meet me and say, hey, take this 50K, build me a website.
In 2 days, that's it. If you have to calculate like 50K every 2 days, that's a lot of money.
Well, it's consulting. It's not every 2 days.
No, I understand why you could go to Malpa and eat. You know, Malpa was only for those who had money. So, yeah, we'll see you like, hey, Churchill.
Yeah. Well, I decided to stay in Buyam. And he supported me a lot. And then my mom supported me. I think my mom invested like 1,200 euro. She got the money in euro, that's what I'm calling euro.
Yes.
Because since she works at the Presbyterian Church, she was connected to Germans and then I gave her money in euro. So she gave me 1,200. My savings from Trustec too, I think I had like 200K, 200,000.
Yeah.
And then my friend that helped, he was in Europe too. I built some websites for him. And then I told him I'm doing this. He also invested 500,000.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, cool. I will stay in Buyam, rent a small place, and start building websites as a business. Then I was just doing it on the side. I was teaching Trustec and building for people. And then I said, okay.
Now it was full-time. Full-time, yeah.
So I decided to start doing marketing and all of that. And so at Vision Group, what we do is we build custom software solutions, web applications, mobile applications, just like the Buyam app. Web application just like Njoko.com. So those are things we do. We've worked with clients like MTN Cameroon. We've worked
without publicity, obviously.
No. I'm just trying to...
you're trying to explain something. I understand.
No. I'm not trying to market them or something, I work with Adamawa State Government in Nigeria. Of course, the GC board. You can't be in Buyam and not work with them. So,
obviously.
And we worked with people like Sueda. If you check sueda.cm, we built that.
Okay.
And a couple of other clients in Europe, US.
So after working with, you started this company in 2006, and then later you thought that you wanted to add something to the company, because if I'm not mistaken, Joko came to the limelight in 2011, is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
So after doing Afrovision Group for like 6 years, and it was 5 years, and it was profitable.
Yeah.
I realized the biggest issue I had was hiring and retaining talent.
Okay.
Because for me to grow, and I could not work alone, I need to hire and retain talent.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hire guys, I train them. At some point, they leave.
Disappear.
Yeah, it's part of the part of the
everybody
business
wants
cycle.
to be their own boss.
Yeah, it's fine. And some of them will go abroad to study. Others will leave to start their companies. Others will work for competitors. But it was all good. The community keeps growing. I realized to solve that, I could solve it. So I decided to build Njoku.com, a platform where people will search for jobs, but also they will drop their CVs.
Okay.
And the CVs now help employers like me. If I'm looking for a new talent, if somebody leaves, I'm looking for new talent.
You easily just
I'll
go.
get quickly within, and it's because I was looking for such a platform that I didn't find, because I needed it. I just lost like 4 staff. They went to Canada. Or you know, when you pay people well, they save the money, and then they pay their flight and leave you. Yeah,
that
so
is it.
when that happened, I was like, can I just go somewhere and find people? Because there were projects that were ongoing, and I couldn't do all by myself.
You needed people like staff ASAP,
yeah.
and you didn't have that.
I went online, like technology should be there where I could just log in and find some CVs, pay a fee, and collect, and then interview them the next day. I didn't find, so I decided to build it. That's why I launched Njoku.com.
Wow.
Yeah.
As they say, innovations and inventions, necessity is the mother of innovations and inventions, however it goes. But now tell me, you were able to create this website. How helpful has Njoku been, not just for you, but for others who are job searching and for those who are searching for employees?
For start, there are over 300,000 people that have uploaded their CVs on Njoku.
No, wait. Are you saying 300 people or 300,000?
300,000. There are over 300,000 people that are using Njoku. They'll put their CVs on Njoku.
Yeah.
And every day, we send out emails between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. to all of them on the jobs that we found on all job sites the previous day. So we notify 300,000 people every day about jobs. And they're very happy. A lot of them go and apply.
Wow, that's
and
nice.
I know I've met a lot of young people that have jobs even in Yaoundé, everywhere. Like they meet me and they will say, Churchill, thanks a lot. What you did was very great. I used Njoku, I found my job, the job I'm doing now, and Njoku got me my first job and all of that. Yeah, so, and then there are recruiters too, like Dangote, like Sible Erash in Douala, and other recruiters that use our database to fish out candidates and all that. Yeah.
Wow, that is nice. Maybe, just maybe, we're going to think about joining Njoku. Yeah, and also think about Florence, because Florence is part of l'AMT, le restaurant l'AMT, that is found in the Ministry of Defense, and also Cascade de Funde, which is just here somewhere around Wada. So maybe we can use that also to find our staff.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Chef Ashil Mosoko told me about needing more staff for his different restaurants, especially since he's working on a new restaurant in the East region, precisely in Betwa. So maybe you can be of help.
Oh, of course.
As far as that is
Njoku
concerned.
can be of help.
Yeah.
There's a lot of data.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, Njoku.com.
Florence,
The elephant.
est-ce que tu peux nous dire exactement ce qui se passe à la cuisine?
Oui, Gwen, en ce moment-ci, le riz a déjà cuit.
Ok.
Le bouillon est en train de finir la cuisson.
J'imagine pourquoi, ou je pense que c'est pour cela que les hommes aiment beaucoup le riz, parce que là, c'est vite fait.
Ouais.
Tu mélanges seulement les condiments, tu laisses au feu et tu
C'est
rentres
facile à
après.
digérer aussi.
Ah ouais, mais ils mangent aussi beaucoup, hein, parce que le riz, là, il faut que la mamie soit vraiment grand. Ouais, mais tu as déjà tout mélangé, ça reste seulement...
Oui, il reste juste quelques minutes et puis l'assaisonnement entre dedans et puis je sers.
On a déjà mélangé...
le vin est déjà parti dedans, les champignons de Paris, en fait tous les ingrédients sont déjà dedans.
Ok, mais il y a Churchill qui me disait qu'il doit conduire après cette émission. Est-ce que ça va aller? Il ne faut pas qu'il se saoule.
Non, 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 ça ne va pas déranger.
Okay, so Churchill, you heard that, right? You can still drive after eating the food.
Yeah. Now I'm
So
short
you're good.
because the Yaoundé, it's crazy.
So you have to be safe, and you have to make sure others are safe, because when you're driving, it's not just about you, but about the road users as well. So let's talk about, after Njoku, what made you get into Buyam, and what are we buying?
Okay, so while I was doing Afrovision Group and Njoku, I met my friend, Kevin, Manjong Kevin, in 2014, and he came to me that he wants to be selling online. So I said, okay, cool, I can build a website. I built him a basic website. Within 2 days, he paid me 50,000 francs.
Again.
Yeah, no, but then I was no more charging 50,000. But this was Kevin, so I was
so
like,
it was
okay.
just a friend.
And also, I knew that maybe there's a future here. He met me on the road and he approached me and told me, hey, Church, listen, I can sell you this, I can sell. I'm like, come on, easy. Then he told me, he was just selling me things. And then I said, how do you do it? He says, okay, he's selling online on what? No, there was no WhatsApp then, but he's just selling on Facebook and all of that. And then I told him that let's set a website where you just put your products and you put your phone number and people can call you. Something basic. We set it up and from there he started growing. He grew within 2 years. He got like 18,000 buyers across all his platforms. And then he continued doing it. He was in Buyam, set up his office just next to mine. From 2016 till the crisis chased him out of Buyam. And then he moved to Yaoundé. And but all this while I was his tech partner. I was managing the platform, talking with him all the time. We're trying new things just for him. And then last year, we've been talking about building a mobile app where people can just find his products and shop from him. And that's what pushed us to say, hey, but why should we build a mobile app just for your shop? His shop is high-tech. High-tech Cameroon, high-tech CM. But why should we just set a mobile app for high-tech CM? Besides, if you want me to build a mobile app for high-tech CM, you're going to pay me $1 million francs. And that's because you are my friend. You're my petit. And then he said he doesn't have that kind of money to invest in tech. I'm like, okay, why don't we rather build a platform where vendors like you can all together, not just come together, can all get their own presence in the mobile app. And then you also have your presence there. So you don't have to pay anything. It now becomes free for you, but you have to be my partner because you have a lot of experience selling online in Cameroon. So that's how we forged a partnership. I built a platform. So Buyam, it's a digital platform where we want to create a digital store for every vendor in Cameroon.
And for every product. I mean, are there specific
for every
items?
vendor, whatever they're selling. We register your shop. And then you put your products. And then people come now and find your shop and they find your products. So in essence, right now we have over 150 vendors across Cameroon. So if you take your phone and install Buyam, and you search for maybe you're looking for a car, you're going to see vendors in Etugebe, you're going to see vendors in Avenue Kennedy, and you're going to see all the products that
what they have and also the prices, I want to believe so.
And then by the time you see the product and the price that you like, you will just click and talk to them straight on WhatsApp, or you call them and you negotiate and you can go and meet them to buy. So what we're trying to facilitate first is the search. So like Njoku, Buyam is a search engine for products and shops in Cameroon, and we have goals to take it over Africa. But the cool things about Buyam is we verify every vendor. So
very important.
The vendor comes, you put your ID card, you put your business documents, we take the location of your shop, we visit the shop, we make sure that it's a real shop.
Credibility is very important.
And then we approve your shop. So we have over 1,500 shops who have not approved. They're all pending. We just approved 150. So we approve your shop with your location. So when you put all your products in our database, your product will be showing that all the products you put will be in that location. So you can search for an iPhone and we'll tell you that, okay, there is a vendor in Acacia that's an iPhone.
Or maybe something that is somewhere that is closest to where you are.
All of that. So we can say, okay, we can show you iPhones that are in shops closest to you. When you just open the app, you see vendors that are closest to you. There's this vendor. Now, you talk directly to the vendors. So we don't have any commission. But the thing is, unlike other platforms, we understand the Cameroonian realities.
That is like you read into my mind, because I was about to ask what makes Buyam different from all the other how they call it platforms, or commercial platforms that we do have, because there's so many of them.
One, we don't take commission on your sales. You're a vendor. When you sell on Buyam, it's your money. You deal directly with the customers we give you. But now you ask, how do we make money? It's of course you just pay 5,000 francs every month. And you keep your shop. So you're paying rent. You just pay monthly rent. And we give you a digital shop, and you pay your rent and you sell as you want. That's all.
Now, let me see. Let me get this how it actually functions, because you do know. I'm sure that you've spoken to many people and you're close to very many people who tell you that I really am not very comfortable buying online, because at times you see a product online is looking like super duper beautiful or original, and then when you get to have it in hand, you ask yourself, this is not what I saw. It's very different from what I saw. How is that? How do you manage that with your platform?
Okay, it's great. You know, technology, tech business is not just software, it's also the human side.
Okay.
So we understood this, and like I said, Kevin was selling online in Cameroon for 8 years before we launched this, and he understood most of these, and I have been managing this platform, so I knew all of this too.
Okay.
How we solve that is simple. On Buyam, you don't need to buy online. You can buy online.
Okay.
So you can just use Buyam, the app, and you search for where the iPhone is.
And you go there.
And then you see the vendor. And you can chat with the vendor. So you can see 5 vendors around you selling the same phone. And you can chat with them, or a laptop, or a car, or a shoe, that nice shoe you like, or that nice robe de soirée, that dress you want to wear for your next show, or for that cocktail, you know what I'm saying? Or that wig, you know, all vendors. Or the earrings, or the nice ring.
Churchill, we're good to go.
Okay, fine. So when you find it and you like it, you get to chat with the vendor, and because the price will be there. So if you save the price, you say 20,000, you can say, hey, listen, can I give you 8,000 for that? And the vendor will be like, yeah, okay, give me 12,000. You're like, okay, cool, you agree. Then now you know where the vendor is. So you don't pay because you're not sure. With Buyam, we let you know, because you're not sure yet. We have verified the vendors. They can't scam you, because if they do scam you, we have the ID cards, we have their phone numbers, we know their shops. We will trace them. We will get the law involved and we'll trace them. But even at that, people will still be scared. So we'll say, easy. When you find the shop and you have negotiated, rather than walk to 50 shops in Yaoundé, talk to the shops, decide which one you like the product, then pick a day, go there. Say, hey, we talked on Buyam. I met you, I saw your products on Buyam, we chatted, I agreed on this. I'm here to pay and collect. You pay, you pick it up, and you verify even before you go.
But you do know that there are some people who have this online markets who will tell you, for example, you know, with dresses, you can say that, okay, I'll bring the dress 10K. If the dress is 10K, you're going to give me the money. But since as this dress is really expensive, and you know everybody's talking about Turkish outfits and all of that, so this one is really from Turkey, it's 40K, and I cannot order for this outfit except you give me all of the money or 3/4 of the money. Does that happen with Buyam? And at times, some of them do that because they are very aware that what you saw on their social media platform is not what you're going to get at the end of the day.
Right now, we haven't had such incidents, but we know it might happen. And we have plans to handle it. Each vendor, we tell them, they have a partnership with us. And we have your ID card, we have your location. So when you deal with people on this platform, if we send you a customer, please treat them right. Because if you get their money and you don't give them what they want, we will mediate. We know where you are, and then of course we don't we'll come in and say, hey, listen, we need to fix this. So that's the guarantee Buyam brings to.
Wow. And for how long has it been existing? Like, since when did you start with
just 6 months now.
Okay. And how far have you been able to go?
We have 10,000 plus users that use the app, that have the app in their phones. I'm sure, Gwen, you surely have the app in your phone.
Now that is easy because we are all in the house, so we can easily say, Churchill, I bet, even if I can, I'll just like, please just put the app, go ahead and do so. But for those who want to become part of this venture, and especially the fact that, as I said, it is all about making life easier. Instead of walking in the scorching sun and looking for your items from one store or shop to another, you just go and do everything in your bedroom, and the moment you're stepping out, you know exactly where you're going to. So how can we go about downloading this app and using it?
Okay, you just have to go to the Play Store or App Store. If you have an iPhone, so you go to App Store. If you have an Android phone, you go to the Play Store, and then you just search Buyam. Buyam, like it's written here.
B-U-Y-A-M,
And then you will see the app, and you just have to, it's 4 megabytes, so you can install within 2 minutes.
Okay.
And it doesn't occupy much space on in your phone, because we understand.
So how do you go about using it when you have it in your phone?
Once you install it and you launch it, It takes you straight. It shows you vendors around you. It doesn't, nothing else. As you just launch, it shows you the Buyam logo. The first thing you see vendors around you. It will ask you, can we have access to your location? You just say yes, and then it will use your location and get vendors around you on Buyam.
Wow.
It could be a vendor that's selling hardware. It could be a vendor that's selling groceries. It could be a vendor that's selling shoes.
Anything.
Any vendor. We just represent them with the digital shop, and we build a tool that you can easily search them. Wow. And as soon as you see categories, the one you're interested in. If you're interested in supermarket, if you're interested in fashion, if you're interested in building materials, whatever, you just click livestock. As you click, you see the products. You click on it. You just chat with the vendor. You don't have to pay anything. You just chat with the vendor, and then you must not. The vendor, they're all polite. They'll be like, okay, yeah. Then you negotiate with them, and then you can say, okay, I don't have the price.
You know, while I'm listening to you talk, I'm looking at the food that is already set, and I'm telling myself, maybe we can use Buyam, Florence, pour chercher où trouver bœuf, c'est quoi, bourgogne?
Bourguignon.
Bourguignon, ah. Ou c'est le plus important, c'est qu'on va manger et on va digérer ce qui va être présenté et nous servir à la fin, parce que souvent les noms sont extrêmement compliqués, et c'est pour cela que la plupart du temps quand je pars au resto, je dis pardon, donne-moi le poisson. Tous les restes là, surtout quand je pars dans les restos comme l'AMT. Ah oui, qui se trouve au ministère de la Défense. Oui. Là, je ne veux pas les noms. Je dis seulement que pardon. Il faut me servir. Si c'est la viande que je veux ou le poisson, et là, on commence à te poser la question. Tu veux ça grillé, tu veux ça braisé, tu veux ça... Oui, parce que c'est qui nous dérange souvent. Les hommes n'ont pas ce problème. Moi, la plupart du temps, les hommes n'ont pas ce problème. C'est les filles plutôt. Parce que quand tu pars dans un restaurant, tu ne veux pas qu'on sache que c'est la première fois que tu pars là-bas. Et tu prends le menu et tu regardes. Et tu dis, oui, je veux ça. Et quand on amène, tu dis, non, ce n'est pas ça que j'ai commandé. Mais c'est ça que tu as commandé, ma chérie. Oui, c'est ça que tu as commandé. Ce qui est très important, parce que la plupart des restaurants, maintenant, ils font leur menu avec les ingrédients. Ça veut dire que si tu choisis ça, tu vas trouver
tout c'est détaillé sur la carte.
Oui, exactement. Mais pour celles qui n'ont pas, c'est
l'habitude.
Oui, c'est un peu plus compliqué. Ça veut dire qu'on peut déjà manger?
Oui, Gwen, on peut déjà manger.
Okay, pourquoi pas? Mais Churchill, you're not eating it. You're not eating it. She's just serving you. We're going to keep the food right there. Yes. So, Buyam, how far are you hoping to take this up? And also, is it that easy to be able to merge? We're talking about Afrovision Group Limited, Joku Limited, and now Buyam. Is it really easy to be able to merge the three? And I hope that you're not working on the fourth.
Gwen, in all these projects, in all these businesses, I am just the technology guy. Okay. So I build and manage the software, the solutions, the servers. I do the research. I work with the teams that handle the marketing and sales. So in all of them, it just feels like I have a job as a software engineer. So I'm just a software engineer managing many software projects, which is something I've done my whole life. Yeah. So for Buyam, our goal right now is to get to 1,000 vendors by June. And then, so 1,000...
making it like 1 year?
Yes. Yeah, 1,000 approved vendors. And our goal in the next 5 years is to get to 10 million vendors across Africa, so that we can give a chance to every person that has a shop in Africa or in Cameroon to be able to get connected to the electronic commerce world, to the digital world, which comes with so many things. We can now start having data that we can use to help them do so many things. Like maybe they could use this data to get loans. You never know.
Why not? Maybe
they could use this data to do customer loyalty programs, know their customers. Because maybe when you talk with them, we'll track that, hey, Gwen spoke with this shop.
Now, if I can ask this question and find out this from you, I know as I called you at the start of the program, I will not call you a computer expert. I'll call you a computer geek. Now, is there a possibility of you getting an app that can actually detect those who try to scam us out of our money in our electronic accounts?
Well,
because this is crazy. Like every now and then there is somebody who is wailing somewhere because his or her account has been cleaned completely. Jolene, have you ever had that experience? Please use your microphone.
So many times.
Oh.
Okay.
So many times.
Yeah, and their voices actually sound alike. Like they have this very annoying female voice, but they are not females. They're actually men.
Sometimes they come to me as men
Yeah.
with some kind of funny voices.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even make out what they are saying. It's just terrible.
Have they ever succeeded in scamming you?
Yes, once.
How much did they get from you?
50-something thousand.
50 something. And what did you cried really?
I did. I cried.
Okay. Yeah, I have been a victim. And the annoying thing is, I was still in bed. Like, you know, in the morning when you're still in bed, you have not even stepped out of bed. You don't even know if you're going to earn a franc on that day. And then they called me, and unfortunately, they said that at times wise people can be scammed as well. I was claiming to wise.
Yeah, Kumba.
Yeah, Kumba, right? Yeah, KCT. And I don't know how that man or that woman succeeded in scamming. I had like 170,000, and they took away 115. And left me with 1,000 francs. The whole of that day, I was mourning. Like, I mourned the whole day. It was so annoying. And I believe that there are many people who can actually identify with my story and with Jolene's story.
Yeah.
So is there a possibility of us having, like, locating the person while the person is calling so that we can just call the police to go get them from there? No, seriously,
Well,
seriously.
The thing is, fraud, digital fraud is more of a social problem
Okay.
than a technology problem. Technology cannot really solve it at 100%. It's more of the social.
just try and do
It's
something
more of
for it.
social education.
Okay.
And fraud will always be there, but we can only reduce it. Definitely, there could be a way to track their location. I mean, the mobile telephony companies can track their location. But the question is, will you know that at the time they're trying to defraud you?
Right now,
You see, that's why it's a
I feel
social
it.
problem. So socially, you're supposed to know that this person is trying to defraud me before you can take action.
okay.
Yeah, so it starts from the human side. But if you don't know, then technology can't do anything. Because sometimes it could ask you to send your PIN. If you send your PIN, how will technology stop them from taking the money? Because you have sent your PIN.
That is true. That is true as well.
Unless if they want to block the PIN, it means even you sometimes you might want to use your PIN and you can't use your PIN.
can't use
because
it, it becomes
at the
very
level of the
complicated.
software, it only knows your number and your PIN. So it just knows that, okay, if there's this number and this PIN, is the right person.
Okay.
But now, if you send your PIN to somebody, and the person, how will technology stop the person from taking your money?
There is nothing that technology can do, because technology, as they say, is just machines we're talking about.
It's just a tool.
Yeah. So
it's
and
a
they crash as well.
It's a social part, the socio-economic part that needs to be solved for these things to reduce. I'm guessing if the person that scammed you had a job, he wouldn't be focused on scamming you. He'll be focused.
Some people
on
are just lazy. They
And
don't
it's-
just want to go job searching
Yeah.
and get it. Though I'm not saying that there is a job for everyone. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that even those who have the possibility of getting one don't see the need to do so, especially if they know that they can just sit in their houses and then they get to scam you out of your hard-earned money. But how do you see Cameroon, say, in the next 5 to 10 years technologically?
Well, I will talk about what I'm building.
Yeah.
I see a Cameroon where people just sit in their homes with their smartphone,
Yeah.
and then they can order whatever they want. They
Okay.
can order a taxi, they can order food, they can buy that dress they want to wear. Gwen is smiling, she likes wearing clothes, yeah? You can order that dress, that nice shoe, that nice
Yeah.
wristwatch, that nice blazer. And or they can just walk around or drive around, and their phone will tell them there is a shop here that has that
Thing
dress
you've been looking for.
you're looking for.
Yes.
And it's not far, just walk in and check it out, you know? That's the kind of Cameroon I see.
That
where-
is so nice. So you have told us about Buyam, but generally, how can we get to you, not just to be able to make use of these websites that you've been able to create, but also for those who want to create their own websites or want to be part of Buyam, how do we get to you generally?
Oh, okay. I'm very much present on social media.
Yeah, the address.
Okay, on Facebook, I am Mambe Nanje. So my first and last name, Mambe Nanje. On Twitter, I am Mambe Nanje. My website is mambenanje.com.
Okay.
On
Proud guy
Instagram,
from Dikome.
yeah, on Instagram, I am Mambe Nanje.
Okay.
On Gmail, I'm still Mambe Nanje. So Mambe Nanje
Okay,
everywhere.
so Mambe Nanje everywhere.
Yeah.
The moment you click, is it joint? Is it separated?
It's one word, Mambe
Okay, one
Nanje.
word.
Yeah.
Mambe
It's
Nanje.
it's two names, but one word.
One word, yeah. If you can just spell it, it's
MAMBENANJE.
Yeah, that's
Mambe
it.
Nanje.
Okay, thank you very much, Churchill,
Thank
for
you for
coming on the
having me.
program. We wish you a lot of luck in your different projects.
Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup.
And it's lunchtime, so I'm going to ask you to please have a seat right there.
Oui, merci.
While I talk to Jolene. Jolene, please, can you give us your phone number? Yeah, I believe that today you decided to do an a cappella, but the next time you're going to decide and choose an instrument to come play with or sing with.
All right.
Yeah.
My number is 696 856 and 666.
Please, can you take that all over?
696 856 and then 666.
Okay, social media platforms, do you?
No,
Okay, you're not on social media?
not yet.
Okay, I think, Churchill, you have to work on that.
Yeah.
Jolene is not on social media.
No, we have to fix that. It's a
No,
problem.
we are so fixed
You need to
that.
become a digital citizen.
Yeah, and maybe join Buyam to say that, okay, I have this voice that God has blessed me with, and I want to sing for everybody, so just call me when you need me. That's it, right?
Yeah, we
Okay.
offer your services.
Et à toi, Florence,
Oui, Gwen.
où est-ce qu'on peut te trouver et où est-ce qu'on peut manger? C'est que on a sur la table, d'ailleurs, qu'il faut que
Les
moi-même
cascades se
je
trouvent
parte.
à l'avenue Warda.
Ouais.
Et l'AMT se trouve à l'intérieur du ministère de la Défense. Donc là, vous pouvez retrouver nos plats comme postés sur Facebook, dans nos pages, sur nos pages WhatsApp.
Ouais.
Donc, dirigé par M. Kouachi.
Okay, merci beaucoup, Florence. And Churchill, what do you think? I'm looking at the color and I'm like, okay, I can see the red of the wine.
Okay, well, the rice is cool. The meat is very tasty, and I like the mushrooms. I don't know if it's mushroom, but I believe
Yeah, it's mushrooms.
Yeah, it's so
Exactly.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is à la carte. Aujourd'hui, je suis à Paris.
Yeah, especially since it's a French dish, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Sur place au Cameroun.
Non,
Ouais, non, c'est ici, mais
Oui,
quand on
oui,
suit
bien
le
sûr.
nom, on sait que ça vient de où on connaît là.
Yeah.
Okay, now to you all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Yes, technology is something that we cannot do without right now, and so we should try as much as possible to make use of it, especially since it makes things really, really easier for all of us. We are going to hope that after today, you're going to think twice if you don't yet have a social media platform with which you work, or you have never used one to be able to achieve or to acquire anything. So we are just going to wish you the best of luck in all your projects. Take care of you as we take care of us. And before saying bye-bye, we're going to leave you in the company of Jolene for another a cappella. Jolene, are we good?
We are good.
Okay, go right ahead.
Lord, I really appreciate you. Oh, I really, really want to appreciate you. Lord, I really appreciate you. Oh, I really, really want to appreciate you. I'm not lucky, but I'm blessed. Supernatural with no stress. God is picking on the beg for bread. Always at the top, always at the top. I'm not lucky, but I'm blessed. Supernatural with no stress. God is picking on the beg for bread. Always at the top, always at the top. The love you're giving to me, no, they come with any condition. That's why I say my life in you ain't no getting any condition. The love you're giving to me, no, they come with any condition. That's why I say my life in you ain't no getting any condition. Lord, I really appreciate you. Oh, I really, really want to appreciate you. Lord, I really appreciate you. Oh, I really, really want to appreciate you. All over me, all over me. See your blessings rain over me. All over me, all over me. Hey, your blessings rain over me. Say all over me, all over me. See your blessings rain over me. All over me, all over me.